I'm Heather Trumpfheller. I moved to Austin in March of 2017, the smart girl who decided to move during South by Southwest. I've worked for a tech consulting company for the last 10 years and they moved me to Austin to run our government vertical here. Austin is a well-connected and willing to help city. You never know who you're sitting next to on the patio. It could be a C-level exec at a big company or a college student at UT, but I promise they want to know what you're working on, how they can help you, who they're connected to broker some of those introductions. It's not as cutthroat as some of these other cities. That's why I think places like South by Southwest and startups are choosing to come to Austin because they genuinely care and they want everyone to succeed. You're always going to find me on the patio at Lazarus on E6 or walking the hike and bike listening to an audiobook. I've always felt like God put me on this earth to be a connector. So if I can help someone find their next company, their dream job, the business partner they never knew they needed, their soulmate, I would love to help make those connections. So I think Austin's a great city for me and those strengths. I've lived on E6 pretty much my entire Austin time. So the walkability to constant live music has been my favorite part of Austin. I'm a person where music transforms me to a different time in my life. So when I'm walking through a grocery store and I hear a song and I remember I saw them live, I think back to the version of Heather that I was when I saw that live music, and I'm always able to have those positive memories, but reflection of my growth. I was able to see Dermot Kennedy, my favorite singer, in 2018 in an intimate live taping at ACL Moody Theater. And now I'm seeing him this year where he's filled out Madison Square Garden. So I've gotten to see some amazing artists right when they're on that cusp of fame. I am a people pleaser and a recovering perfectionist. It takes work. I'm not necessarily proud of it, and I've gone to a lot of therapy for it. But I've loved all of the interactions with all these women I've had to see women's unique strengths be praised and recognized. And I think that's something that I've become more comfortable with, just being my authentic version of myself. I've grown up as a Christian, so I think a lot of my inner right and wrong moral compass has come from my faith, but I think now I'm finally getting to a point where I'm making decisions for what feels right for me versus was this easier for someone or does someone else categorize this as successful? I hope to be remembered as someone who loved hard. She loved her people hard. She loved her passions hard. She loved her organizations. She loved the stranger. She loved her neighbors. She loved Jesus. She loved her community. She loved hard and she loved wholeheartedly. And she left everyone a little bit better than before they came in. I am Heather Trumpfheller and I am Austin, Texas.